Welcome back at 7:14. The holidays are a special time filled with family, friends, and of course, lots of really good food and cocktails too. But if you have diabetes, that can be a challenge. Joining us this morning is clinical dietitian and diabetes educator from Touro, Lauren Parker, with some tips and tricks to help people with diabetes safely navigate the holiday season. It's a long stretch. Lauren, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. So one thing that I stress, and I cannot stress enough, is to be prepared, especially when you're not hosting your holiday dinner. You don't know what's going to be served, so talk to your host or hostess so you can make those decisions ahead of time.
Before you leave, and then you were saying, and that's in case you want to bring something that's good for you to eat there.
Right, absolutely. Remember, with a lot of these delicious foods, portion control is also key, and consistency. Of course, we want to continue checking our blood sugar and continue with our physical activity as well, and then try to stay on your regular meal schedule as much as we possibly can.
And speaking of that, you know, everybody's waking up on a holiday and they're trying to jet out the door, but if you have diabetes, you have to stop. Hydrate, number one, and eat. Why is that so important?
So I know a lot of us try to save up for that big holiday meal, but that's gonna not be so great for your blood sugar. Don't skip meals. That way we don't overeat later, be uncomfortably full, and have those blood sugar spikes.
When you get to the meal, or if you're hosting the meal, how can you navigate this whole spread that you want to try everything that's on the spread? How do you best control yourself if you can?
So my challenge for all of you is don't focus on so much what you should eliminate or limit. Focus on what you add to your plate. Can we add non-starchy vegetables? Can we add lean protein like our turkey? And then save about a quarter of that plate for those delicious foods that we all know and love.
And same thing with dessert.
Absolutely. But my challenge also is select your favorites, prioritize, have those foods that we only maybe have that one time of year.
That's a good reminder. And then one thing you said that was really interesting that most people don't consider after the meal. You hear a lot of people say maybe take a walk to get your body moving, but you said for people with diabetes, you have to check your blood pressure, your blood sugar.
Your blood sugar,
after the meal.
Absolutely. That is a great instant source of feedback to let you know, hey, what's working, what's not, how can I make changes in the future?
The other thing I forgot to ask you about too, and you mentioned in the hallway, you wanted to point out alcohol. People are, of course, enjoying cocktails and wine and all that jazz, but if you have diabetes, again, something you have got to stay aware of.
Right. Alcohol can cause unpredictable drops and spikes in blood sugar. Remember to hydrate. Remember to stick to your limits, which is generally 2 for men, 1 for women, and choose lower carb alternatives like a light beer, spirits with sugar-free mixers, and then a dry wine.
That's a really, really good reminder too. And the other thing you just mentioned right before we started was, you know, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and sometimes you mess up. So give yourself grace.
Give yourself grace. This is a holiday.
Yes.
Things aren't going to go perfectly, and that's okay. But any step in the right direction should be celebrated and acknowledge those.
So just try your very best.
Absolutely.
We're not saying blow the whole holiday season and say, hey, I messed up every single day.
We can still be smart about it, but enjoy our time.
All right. Well, Lauren, thank you so much. Some good reminders for people out there with diabetes, and of course, the friends and family of those people to help encourage them during this real crazy but fun time of year.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate your time. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.